What's going on, guys? My name is Josh with Rise Up Innovations, and today I'm going to be explaining P.A.C.T. Right? What P.A.C.T is how we preempt our customers on how the first three billing cycles work whenever we give them a new AT&T product. Right? So what P.A.C.T stands for, P.A.C.T is broken down into an acronym. First thing is P, which stands for partial month plus full month. Right? What that means is the first bill can sometimes be a month and a half or 2 months worth of billing, right? Simply because your customer won't get their first bill till about 30 to 45 days after activating their devices, right? Now, when it comes to activations, right, if porting, activation fees are waived, but sometimes those activations may or may not appear on the bill, even though we have waived them, right? So if they do appear, these fees will get credited back to your second or third month's bill, right? Activation fees are typically $35 a line, but once again, if they do appear on that first bill, they'll get credited back on that second and or third. Next, when it comes to credits, you have your porting credits, tiered offer credits, BYOD credits, all the great discounts we provide to our customers. Um, for these credits, the customer will receive catch-up credits because they won't be applied on the first bill as well. Those credits will be applied on that second or third bill, right? So your customer will be given what's called catch-up credits, which allows them to get paid back for all the extra money they're paying for those first one or two bills. And then lastly, we have trade-ins. All right, so because AT&T gives you a full 30 days to trade in your phones, you're not going to receive your trading credits until AT&T actually has the device that you traded in, right? So it's best to advise your customers to trade in those phones as fast as possible, right? Because the earlier they trade in their phones, the earlier AT&T receives them, and the earlier they can get their discounts, right? Now, just to simplify it for you guys, so you can have a little bit, so it can make it a little bit easier when it comes to explaining it to your customers. Mr. Customer, your first bill is going to be super high, right? Simply because a lot of the discounts you get won't be applied to the second or third bill. And that first bill may come a little bit later in the future, so we'd have to pay for those first 2 months. Don't worry, that second bill is going to be a little bit lower, right? Because a lot of those discounts you're starting to get will be applied on that second bill. And then your third bill will be the lowest bill you'll ever receive. Depending on what your plan is, you might not even have a bill at all because AT&T is going to reimburse you for all those credits, right? And then finally, that fourth bill will be that basic price that we quoted you for, and that's P.A.C.T.